Wake up in the morning and walk to school. Let's go. Location set. My nice balcony. There. I just turned 18. There. Just turned 18. You could say I'm basically a new person. I have these responsibilities. Because that's what everyone has been telling me. But I think that's a lie. It's a myth. Why? Because learning and maturing is a process. It's not something you learn in one day. It's something that takes a while. And in this process, I've learned many lessons. And here are 18 of the lessons learned in 18 years. The first one is, I've made a video on this. It's one of the bigger lessons I'm trying to work on. And it's taking responsibility for your actions. Part of maturing is realizing that the only person you can blame is yourself, not anyone else. There's no use in blaming someone else. You're not going to get anything out of it. I made a whole video on that topic. The second lesson is, even though not everything is in your control, not everything is in your control. That's the lesson. But it connects to the taking responsibility, because you should blame yourself for everything that happens to you, and you give yourself power. But realizing that some things are outside events, and what really matters is how you react to them by taking responsibility. But not by dwelling, not by getting mad, not by being disappointed, because there's nothing you could have done for that. The third lesson is a harsh one, but it's memento mori. Time doesn't belong to you. Time only moves forward. One day you will die. That is memento mori. There's this one guy who told me while I was training once. He said, keep going, keep pushing. The motherfucker who can stop time hasn't been born yet. Keep going. Great motivational speech. I remember it until this day, and it was at least 2-3 years ago. And it was really motivational at the moment when I heard it. But honestly, kind of puts you in perspective that he's right. That motherfucker hasn't been born yet. Time won't stop. Only move forward. I remember recently I felt 17, gotta have 2 weeks till my birthday, and then my birthday came. Things moving so fast. Nothing guarantees it'll continue moving for you, but it will continue moving. Because it'll keep moving, the next lesson is that since the future isn't a guarantee, and the past already happened, is live in the present moment. Every once in a while, take a deep breath, which is another lesson. Look around you. Only get to see it like this once. Some arts any day. It's not the same view. It's not the same noise. It's not the same air. Take a moment to realize the present. For the topic that I was talking about earlier, is you can't control other people. That's why you should take responsibility for yourself. And because you can't control these other people, you can't hold them to a high standard, since there isn't a guarantee they'll act in a certain way. But you can hold yourself to a high standard, and you always should. You should always question yourself. Always make sure you're making the right decision. Hold yourself to make the best decision you can. That's the next lesson. Kind of lost count, but the 6th or 7th lesson is that to be kind, be truly kind, is you need to be strong. Because if you're weak, you don't have the power to do wrong. Change the position. You don't have the power to be there. If you're weak, you can't do harm. So you can't truly be kind. So what if you suddenly get strength? You have the strength to do something. You'll do the wrong thing because you suddenly have the strength. However, if you're strong, you have the power to be destructive, to do harm, and you decide to act correctly. That's true kindness. True kindness is strength. Next lesson is people who pull you down, who laugh at you, the people who hate on you. For them to do that, for them to pull you down, they have to be under you. And that's the next lesson. One time, when I was a kid, I was in Taekwondo. And I had to break this board. And I hit the board, and I couldn't break it. And again, and again, and again. And my head was hurting. I was crying, I was red, and I was suffering. And my dad comes up to me and says, "Nathan, kid, it's all in your head." I hear that, and I realize this suffering, I'm having this pain, isn't real. It's all here. And that suffering that I am experiencing, and I feel that I'm experiencing, is good. Because now I have a lesson that I learned. And I go, I channel all my strength, and I break the board. Pain is in your head. It's all in your head. Next lesson is, do not complain. This is short but important. A real man doesn't complain. "Oh, it's raining outside." This is actually something I struggle with. I always make excuses for things. I'm trying to work on that. By making excuses, I end up complaining. "Oh God, it's raining. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I don't have my legs hurt. This bullshit." Stop complaining. I was gonna say low key, but this is probably kind of high key. I suck at these videos. Fucking suck at YouTube. I got no idea what I'm doing. I'm winging this. I'm just standing in front of a camera talking with this piece of paper. I want to be better. So what can I do? Let's do it again. Film a video. Then do another one. Again, and again, and again. So I do 1,000 videos. And only then maybe I make good videos. And that's the key. It's do it 1,000 times. Because that's the only way to improve. You suck at something, you do it again. There's actually a really fun one that I've been working on recently. It's something that's been in my head, so I decided to write it down here. And it's story or experience-based living. It's fucking dope. Life is your story. It's a movie. It's your own. You want that story to be interesting. You won't sit there and watch a boring movie. Fuck that. You wouldn't watch it. So make your movie, make your story interesting. Have experiences. Travel. Fucking go hiking. I don't know. Do some illegal shit. I don't know. Fuck that. I don't know. Live your life. And while you're doing this, while you're having these experiences, probably people who will stay with you are your family and friends. Why? Because they're the most important. Humans were meant to work together. Humans need a push, a lever. They need something to have them in check. And those are your friends. Your closest people are the people who truly matter. Dedicate time to them. To learn, to truly learn, you have to be willing to look stupid. Be humble, realize that the only thing you really know is that you know nothing. That's the sign of being wise. I admire the wise. I don't seek to be wise. As a saying, the quote I heard, which stuck with me, is, I seek what they sought. I seek their goal, I don't seek to be like them. As I mentioned earlier, just take deep breaths. New position. Oh shit, fuck. Ridiculous. Damn. Just take deep breaths. That's a sign of confidence. It's important. Sleep well. Train. Those go hand in hand. I learned this in Dragon Ball. Eat, sleep, work out. I think those were like the 3 lessons. Hermit way. That's another lesson. This video is getting kind of long. I'm kind of just rambling. But this is something that excites me. I'm 18. I kind of want to say some of these lessons. I'm close to the end. In life, you ask to be strong. You ask to be courageous. You ask to be wise. You ask to be virtuous. And God, or whatever you believe in, won't just make you strong, won't just make you courageous out of nowhere, have this courage, this bravery inside you. It will make you wise and intelligent out of nowhere. The way, see, it gives you opportunities to act brave, to learn and be wise, to be strong. It gives you opportunities. You know what? I'm gonna give up on some of these that I wrote here. I thought of a lesson at this spot. I want to finish the video with this lesson. But it's trust yourself. At the end of the day, everything will be okay. At the end of the day, the sun will rise again. You'll have air to breathe. Everything will be okay. So, since everything will be okay, you can take risks and trust yourself to make the right decision. Trust yourself. This video was just a ramble, but I enjoyed making it. So, peace.